that there was a big concern about the EMRS schools, the fact that the overall progress of the work in these schools is not at the pace as we would want it to be. So therefore, after discussing with the Tribal Affairs Minister, we are setting up a task force which will be headed by myself as a chairperson, the Chief Minister, and there will be members from, obviously, the Education Minister and the Education Department will be there, and the members from WEPCOS, which is one of the implementing agencies, and the MIDC, which is the Manipur Industrial Development Corporation, and officials from the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. And the objective of this task force will be to ensure that all the different issues concerning land and other aspects which are leading to the slowdown of the overall implementation of the scheme will be taken up by this task force. Apart from that, the Tribal Affairs Minister has informed us that the Government of India, the Tribal Affairs Ministry, has decided to take up a large number of tribal villages for overall development purpose in different tribal states of the country. They have identified 836 villages, plus minus 10. I don't remember exactly if it's 836 or 846, but approximately 830 plus villages have been identified in Meghalaya, which will now be taken up in the next 5 years for overall development and gap funding in whatever areas that are required. The objective being to make these villages self-sufficient in one way, make these villages overall have the facilities that they require. So the Ministry of Tribal Affairs will actually fund these villages, and as I said, it will be done in a 5-year plan. And for this also, we have organized a meeting which is going to take place next week, along with the Joint Secretary of the concerned project, where these villages will be taken up. And as I said, this list of villages have already been finalized, and will be starting the implementation of these development projects in these villages funded by Ministry of Tribal Affairs in the next few months to come. And we have submitted additional projects for CRF, that is Central Road Fund. And at the same time, we have asked for additional funds to take up more projects on national highways. On both the fronts, we have got a very positive response from the Government of India. And we are hopeful that we will get more additional funds for additional projects in this financial year under the National Highway, as well as under CRF, with some intervention from Finance Department of the state and the Finance Department from the center. We are hopeful that certain more projects will be there under CRF also. We also had a meeting with the Jal Shakti Minister. So projects regarding Jal Jeevan Mission, as well as the minor irrigation projects were also taken up. Some old pending dues to the state, amounting to approximately about 70-80 crores, was taken up, and the government has agreed to release those funds immediately to us. And at the same time, we have also asked for additional 70 projects to be taken up under the minor irrigation, and Government of India is positively considering those projects also. In Delhi and NCR, where two people, late Samuel and late Rosie Sangma from Dimapur, died in different circumstances, and so therefore the clarity in this was something that is being sought by the people at large. I had spoken to the family members of late Samuel, and they had told me that they'll be filing an FIR very soon, and therefore we were waiting for those FIRs to be filed. In the meantime, I have received a representation from the Nagaland Garo Tribal Council on July 5th, and based on this, I have written a letter to Shri Arvind Kejriwal and to Shri Manohar Khattarji, Chief Ministers of Delhi and of Haryana, to look into this matter and put up an inquiry into the circumstances in which these lives were lost. So we're hopeful that we will get some positive response on this issue also. This committee is completely independent in nature, and MECL is autonomous body, and therefore from the government side there is absolutely no interference even in the day-to-day functioning. So therefore MECL functions as an autonomous body, and therefore there is no need or any question of removing the Power Minister from his portfolio at this point in time. And we're very clear that the independent inquiry has been given a stipulated time to complete it. And it is completely, as I said, mentioned, that it is completely independent in nature. And we are waiting for the report of this committee, and then we'll see how to move things forward in the future. So we have set up an independent inquiry that has been set up or being headed by an independent and a retired judge. And this kind of demand is completely undermining the independent committee that has been put up. So therefore, this committee should be allowed to function, should be allowed to submit its report.